your girl back with another fucking video. Excuse my cursing. Back with another video. And today's video is just gonna be like a few tips, 5 maybe 6 tips for new dancers that will really get you far in the club, I guess. I don't know. Really useful tips that help me out a lot. First things first, get to know the club that you're trying to dance at. Like, follow the club on Instagram or whatever kind of social media they have, or actually go to that club and see what the environment is like before you start off dancing, because there's several different things that you need to see before you start dancing there, like as far as like what kind of outfits to wear, what kind of music you're going to be dancing to, how many hours you're going to be dancing, are they more VIP geared or more table dance geared. There's a lot of things that you need to know, and you can only know that by going to that specific club, because you can hit me up for all the advice in the world, but honestly, I haven't worked at every club, so I don't know. I can only give you advice from my experience. So, the first thing first, the difference between lingerie and an actual dance outfit. And I'm about to show you this right now, because like this is a mistake that a lot of girls make, including myself. When I first started dancing out, I was wearing lingerie and not actual dance wear. I'm just gonna pick out the first thing I see. Okay, I don't even like this, but whatever. So this, what I have on right now, and this, I'm just gonna show you the top, is lingerie. It's very lacy, plain. They'll have these bows all over them. You can't even tell what it is. It's a bra. But it looks very lingerie-ish. This is lingerie. This is dance wear. It's colorful. There's always some type of rhinestone or some type of pattern on them. They're not lace. Like, if it's lace, that's lingerie. So yeah, know the difference and know what kind of club you're working at, because some clubs you're gonna go in there with lingerie on and everybody else is gonna have on dance wear, and you're gonna look stupid. Or you're gonna go to a club that has lingerie and you're gonna be wearing dance wear and you're gonna look stupid. You need to know what you're supposed to be wearing in your particular club. Know the difference. There is a difference. The next thing, shoes. Shoes. So there is a difference between a stripper heel and a regular heel, and you can tell the difference. A lot of people, before you're starting off, you don't know the difference. You wouldn't know the difference. I mean, I think that's the one thing I did like know that I did have down. Like, I gotta get stripper heels. Actually, I didn't. The first time I went to dance, I didn't have stripper heels, and they told me I had to leave to go get stripper heels. I could not dance in the heels I had. So let me show you the difference. This is a regular heel, and I know you might think it's the platform or the size of the heel that makes the difference, but it's not. This is a regular heel that you would wear out to the club or to a party or whatever. Look at the bottom. It's not, there's no grip or anything. Even with the heel, there's no grip. Now on a stripper heel, there is a slip resistant, my hands are so ashy, I'm sorry. There's a slip resistant bottom so that when you're dancing on the stage, which can get slippery, you see that resistance? Let me see what this one. It's so when you're dancing on the stage, you're not slipping or sliding around. Also with regular heels, the heels tend to be a lot weaker than they would be on a dance heel. You can see how it platforms off. And like I said before, the brand is Pleaser. They make the best stripper heels. and they have a wide variety, and you can get them from really cheap. You could try Amazon, or you could try Priscilla McCall's, Adam and Eve, any lingerie store. But it's very important, like even if you're going into the club, you can't afford to get a dance outfit and you're just gonna wing it the first night with lingerie that you can finesse and make it look like dance wear. Just make sure that you don't start dancing until you have the proper shoes, because it looks very tacky, and it'll make you look very cheap not having the proper shoes on. I also wanted to add something else about the shoes. When you're getting dance shoes, just like with sports shoes, like if you ran track or did basketball, you know that you have to break in your shoes. So when you do go ahead and get your dance shoes purchased, do not wait until the night that you're dancing to try to wear them for the first time. I would suggest for like 2 days, maybe walking around your house in the shoes, or actually trying to twerk or dance or whatever you're going to try to do in the shoes, so that you can break them in, because this part is going to hurt. And if this is your first night dancing and you don't know what the fuck you're doing anyways, it's going to be like even harder to focus on learning everything, because you're going to be in so much pain. So just try to break these in as much as you can. You can even get like someone that has bigger feet than you to go ahead and put their feet in them and stretch this part out for you, because it's always going to be a little bit tighter than it's supposed to be. Third thing, what to do on your period. This is something that I questioned when I first started out. I had no clue what I was supposed to do. I think I was just not dancing. There are 3 different things that you can do if you really need to dance, because sometimes you can afford not to dance. Either you can use a tampon and cut the string off as close to your vagina as you can. Cut the string. And then you're gonna have to like push it out later on when you're taking it out. You can also use a baby wipe. I know that shit sounds crazy, but you just take a regular baby wipe, which you're gonna need in your dance bag anyways to stay fresh throughout the night. And you're gonna cut it. I'm not gonna waste my precious baby wipes, because I only have like 3 left. But you're gonna cut like about this much off of it and fold it into a square that will be like this big. And then you're gonna insert that in. And I'm not even gonna lie, it's kind of hard taking it out, but it's super absorbent, and that's probably like your best option if you're a heavy bleeder and you can't do the tampon thing. Your best option would be to put the baby wipe in. I don't know why it works so wonderfully, but it works like magic. And then the last thing that you can do is a makeup sponge. And actually I found out about the makeup sponge thing because this is what porn stars do when they need to record a sex scene. So if you out there selling pussy, get you a makeup sponge when you're on your period, and shit, a nigga will never tell the difference. But obviously this is a dirty makeup sponge, and it's easier to use the makeup sponges that come and they're sort of like a square shape. A triangle, I guess that would be closer to the shape. I don't know. These are pretty hard to use because of the shape of this. But what you do is just cut it how much you feel like you need. I'm not gonna cut it because I don't want to waste my shit, but you just cut it and you're gonna insert that inside of you. And this is even harder to get out of you than the baby wipe, and that's simply because it's gonna be so small. But when you insert it, you need to push it all the way back inside of you to where your actual cervix is, because that's, instead of absorbing, this is basically like a blocker. The baby wipe absorbs and the tampon absorbs, but this one basically blocks. But if you have a heavy bleeding, heavy flow, or anything like that, do not try this. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna last. Another tip is if you do have Your bikini line is not the best looking. You have razor bumps or discoloration, or you just a hairy night and you don't have time to shave. You can take a baby wipe. I'm so stupid, sorry. All you need is some foundation. I was gonna try to show you how the fuck exactly I blotted, but you just need your foundation and your makeup sponge. And the same way that you would put foundation on your face, you're just gonna pat that around your bikini line area. And do not do this until after you already have your outfit on. And don't be embarrassed about blotting it while other girls are in the dressing room, because you'll be surprised about how many girls actually do have discoloration or razor bumps down there. You gotta do what you gotta do. So just blot it, make sure it's the same color as that area of skin, because sometimes your face can be a little different. So I do use a different foundation down there, but it makes it look like you have a fresh wax. It looks clear, clean, and just all together really good. I guess my last tip would be for the girls who do sweat, like me, like my bitch ass be sweating. It's best to get some deodorant spray. Again, this is the kind that I get because it's actually you can put this on your vagina area. And you're gonna just spray this on the areas that you sweat: vagina, under your boobs, under your arms. And then you're also going to carry around your dance bag, and this is my money bag, sorry. It's my money bag. You're gonna carry around some baby wipes in there as well, which is why you see that I have baby wipes. Carry it around in my money bag, so when I do feel like I'm gonna start sweating or I am getting hot after a dance, I'm just gonna go ahead and discreetly go ahead and wipe everything up. Make sure it's keeping me cool. It's not the same as a paper towel because the baby wipe actually is colder, so it helps cool you down. That's really everything that I wanted to cover. You are gonna need a money bag. These ones are really over the top. This shit cost me like $25. But when I first started off, I used a Crown Royal bag. First night, this is because I went in the club and I didn't know you even needed a money bag. The club actually gave these out. You could buy them for $1 and use it as a money bag. But this one is just easier because you can carry more. It's basically like a purse. You can carry your perfume, your baby wipes, your makeup sponges, or anything else that you need inside of this, as well as it can hold 10 times the money. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. If there's anything else you want to know, any questions you have, you can always hit me up on Instagram as always. But yeah, subscribe, like this video, and always walk like you're the baddest bitch in the room.